My name is Samantha, and I'm a librarian here at the Belleville campus, and I'm just going to take a few minutes to talk to you about how to use library resources. So what you're going to want to do from the SWIC homepage, you're going to want to find the library, and the library is found underneath the Student Services drop-down menu. From the library's homepage, you will scroll below this image until you come to this search widget right here. What you have access to on the search widget is articles. You have access to the book catalog, and you also have access to an electronic reference library. So I'm going to start with the articles. Now here we can put in a topic. I'm just going to put in national security. Okay? And down below the search box, you have 4 systems to choose from. It automatically lands on this selected EBSCO system. And in here, this system will give you access to magazine articles, as well as academic journals, as well as newspaper articles, and more. So it's like one-stop shopping for many different types of article sources. When you get into EBSCO, you'll get a large result list, and then you'll have all these features in this system to help you with narrowing down that large result list to exactly what you want. There's also these other 3 systems. The JSTOR system, that stands for journal storage. The Nexus Uni system will give you access to news sources like TV news, radio news, traditional news sources like newspapers, as well as web news, and so forth. The Nexus Uni not only gives you access to news stories, but it also gives you access to company information, as well as legal information. The Opposing Views system, it will give you access to many types of article sources, like academic journals and magazines and newspapers, but this particular system is covering the social topics of the day. Anything that has some sort of controversy, you're going to find in the Opposing Views system. All right, so we'll just start with selected EBSCO, and I'm going to search for articles on national security. So I'll click Go, and it will give me the result list of EBSCO, and I can see with this very broad search that there are close to 400,000 items in my result list, and it puts the most relevant items at the top of the list. So that's how it's sorted. And there's so many things that you can do in the EBSCO system. If you start with a broad topic like I have, you might want to use another concept to kind of narrow down your search. So maybe I'll do something like national security and civil liberties, or maybe human rights, or civil rights. All right, and what I like to do is I like to nest all of the or similar terms together by using these parentheses. So I kind of put parentheses around all the terms that have the word or in between them. So what I'm telling the system to do here is to find articles that have this term, national security, and any one of these terms. And you can see by adding this second concept over here to our search topic, we have really narrowed down our focus. Okay, so now we're down to 6738 items in our result list. Something else that you can do in EBSCO is you can add databases to search within. So if you look right above the search box, you'll see a link that says Choose Databases here. And you'll see these top 3 databases are the ones that are checked. These are the ones that we just searched within. But maybe I want to add more databases. Like, for example, this Business Source Elite. If I roll my mouse over this little information icon, it'll tell me the types of journals and magazines that can be found in this particular database. And I know that there's a lot of techie type journals within this one, so I'm going to check this. And maybe I want to add the military and government collection to my national security topic search. So I'll click this database and add it in as well. And then I can click OK. And And then what happens is I come right back out to the main search window with my search strategy already populated, and then I can just research the system, this time picking up articles that are in those additional databases that we just added. So you'll see our result list jumped up a little bit. We found more articles in those other databases. From here, what you might want to do is use some of the narrowing features over on this left side to refine your results. All right, so we can limit our items on our list to full text items, and we can also limit our list down by the publication date. So it looks like the oldest item that was published in my list dates back to 1935. But maybe I want some newer items. So I'm going to push this little slider tool all the way out, maybe to 2013 or 14. All right. And you can see our result list just by selecting full text, and by setting our publication date range, we've limited our list down to about 1,000 items. So we could also come over here on the left side and limit by source types. Looks like there's 393 magazine articles in my result list. There are 389 academic journal articles, 148 news stories. Maybe I would like to limit this down to just the academic journals. All right, and then from here, what I have is I have my result list with the title of the item, followed by the publication information that tells me when the item was published, how many pages the article is, the source where that article was published in, followed by the PDF link or the HTML full text link. Clicking these will get me to the article immediately. If I click onto the title of the item, it takes me to this descriptive page, that gives me the title. It tells me the authors. These are the people that wrote the article. It tells me the source. This is the journal that this article was published within. It gives me some subject terms. Maybe there's a subject term in here that looks interesting to me. If I click on it, it will give me a whole new result list of items about that particular subject. And then down below, I have this summary. The abstract just gives me an idea of what the article is about. So if I want to pull that article up to read, then I would just click on the full text link sitting over here to the left. If I want to evaluate the source, I could just click right onto the title of that source. So this particular article was published in a journal called German Politics, and it was published by this company called Routledge, and it'll also tell me the type of publication. This is an academic journal. It gives me the subjects. This is what the information that this article is looking to publish. So this is a form of academic debate and political analysis on Germany, etc. And it tells me if the articles are peer-reviewed. So in this one I can see that yes, they are. So evaluating a source is a good idea because you want to know where that article is coming from and the purpose behind that journal, to let you know if this is really information that you want to use in your own research. Over on the right side, I have a tools menu here. This is allowing me to do different things with this article. I can store it in I can send it to a Google Drive account, or maybe I want to store it in my email inbox. I might even want to print it out. This particular article is 22 pages long, so maybe I don't want to print it. Maybe I just want to send it to my email. If I decide to send it to email, notice that you can put in your email address in the To window, and then it will send the PDF or the HTML file, and then you can also have it send the citation along with it. So you can just choose your citation style, and then you click send. You can also grab the citation of that article. There's a quick cite link sitting on the tools menu, so just click cite, and then the citation for this article will show up in all these different writing styles. So a lot of times I hear students are trying to use this APA style. Sometimes teachers are having students use the MLA style. All right, so you can just find your writing style and then copy and paste your citation into your own document. All right, so that is the EBSCO system. Going back to the library's webpage on the Articles tab, we were just looking in the selected EBSCO. If we change this to JSTOR, this particular system is going to give you access to articles that are coming out of academic, scholarly type resources. The Nexus Uni system will give you access to news sources, so like TV news, radio news, and your traditional newspapers, web news. It's all aggregated together in the Nexus Uni system. So if you want a good news source, you can come into Nexus Uni. Nexus Uni also does legal information, like court cases, and it also will give you company information. And then finally, you have this opposing view system, and I'm going to click into this one. I'll just click Go to open the system up from the home page of Opposing Views. You have a search window here where you can put in your topic, or if you scroll down, you'll come to a large poster. These are some of the more current topics right now. You can kind of scroll through these. And then if you want to, you can come down below and you'll see that all of the individual topics that this system is collecting information on, they're categorized into these 8 categories. Okay, so for example, let's say I was looking for information on society and culture. Here's the first 3 items on the list. There's actually 344 topics under this. Maybe I want to just look at the ownership of exotic animals. So come in here. So each of these issues has got a topic page. This is what the topic page looks like. It starts out with a quick summary of the topic itself, followed by this dashboard in here where you can choose the source type that you want. So maybe I just want a magazine article about this topic. So I can click on magazines and I'll get my magazine list of articles, and I just click right onto the title to open the article up. And once again, you have options with these articles that you can send to these different drives, these different accounts. You can email the article, you can print them. All right, and if you're looking for the citation, you'll see a citation feature right up here at the top. Or if you go down to the bottom, you'll find the citation living at the bottom of the article. All right, so the next thing I want to show you is how to search for items in the library's catalog. So back out on the library's webpage, we're going to move to just to the right of the Articles tab to the Books and Movies tab. And when you come here, you're going to click on this search link. What this does is this opens up the library catalog where you'll have your search window and you can put in your topic here. So let's say I want to look up information on cannabis. Click search. And what happens is it retrieves all these results for us, so you'll have a combination of items that are in the library catalog, and you're going to want to use the features in this catalog on the right side to help you with narrowing down this list. So underneath availability, maybe you want to find ebooks in the catalog. So I'll click all the items that are available to me online. And then I could come down to source types. And from here, I could click on book chapters. I could do newspaper articles. I could do books. So here's all the ebooks on this topic that I could link into. Now, if I want to get rid of any of the filters that I'm setting, I just come back up to the top and I click on the little X. So let's say I want to go back to that original list I had. I'm going to release the available online filter, and that'll take me back to my larger list. Maybe this time I want to limit my list down to those items that are available right here at the Belleville Campus Library. So I could click on this link, Held by Library. All right, and then I could select my campus. So the Swick Library has 3 campus libraries, Belleville, Redbud, and Granite City. So I'm going to select the Belleville campus. And so these would be a list of items that we own right here at the Belleville Library. Now we have 52 items in the result list, and if I had a really large result list, I could come back over to these filtering options over here on the right side, and maybe I could look at the subjects here, and I could limit my list by an individual subject. So maybe I want information about marijuana therapeutic use. So I could click this link. and that'll sift out the items in my result list that relate to that particular subject. And then from here, I can click on any of these items, all right, and it will tell me all this information about the item, if it's available, and where I would find it out in the book stacks. Now currently right now our book stacks are closed, but you are allowed to request items from the catalog, and once you place that request, the library staff will go and we will find the item on the shelf for you, and then we'll hold it for you up at the front desk. And we're just doing that because of the coronavirus situation. So to place a request on an item in here, all you have to do is sign in, and you're going to use your eStorm and Blackboard username and password. That's what you use to get into the library catalog as well. And that allows you, once you're in, to place the request. All right, and then we'll get that request and go find the book and get it for you. And then what we do is we'll email you to tell you that it's arrived and that it's waiting at our front desk for you to pick up. So in this system, you can also grab the citation of the item. You can export the citation to these different locations like EasyBib, EndNote, RefWorks, or you can get a quick citation right here. All right, and you can choose your writing style in here. And then you can just copy and paste it into your own document. All right, so I'm going to go back to the libraries page. And then the last thing I'd like to show you is the Find Facts tab. And here you can cross-search right around 800 references at the same time. So let's say I put in my topic here, I'm going to put in Native Americans. It's cross-searching all these different reference sets at once, and then it's just going to give me a list of entries out of these different references. So the first entry is coming out of the Phillips Encyclopedia, which is a general encyclopedia. It's very short articles. This one's only 195 words. You probably want to kind of look for those articles that are much longer, have a lot more detail, like this one in particular. There's one that's 6158 words. If I keep going down, here's another article that's coming out of the Encyclopedia of American Cultural and Intellectual History, and it's 5,000 words. This particular reference would be a good source to use. So I click right onto the title to open up that entry out of that reference source. And if I'm looking for the citation, I will find it sitting right up here at the top. And again, you can print these or you can send these by email if you'd like to do that. But if you go down to the bottom of the article, you will find the citation living down at the bottom as well. All right, so if you have any questions about the library resources, anything that has anything to do with us out here, please feel free to give me a call or email me your questions, and I'm happy to respond to you as soon as I get your message. All right, have a great day.